Hey guys, so I just wanted to answer some questions today about how to hire people on Fiverr and not get scammed, because a lot of people go on there and get scammed, and the platform's just had like a completely awful reputation over time because of this. So a lot of people, so I'm a 3D animator. Let's just talk about this. So it's like how to hire a 3D animator. You might type that in Google. It'll give you the first couple options you're going to get is probably Upwork, and then after that is Fiverr. So if you go into Fiverr after, and then you type in like I need to hire a 3D animator for a music video or something, you're going to get a bunch of people coming up. So if you do that right now, there's about 8,000 vendors that'll come up on that site. But if you just sort by skill level, so go to like seller level, there's like new seller level 1, 2, 3. The new sellers, there's about like 7,000, and then after that, level 1 might be like 500, and then level 2, and then level 3, and then like the top sellers might be like 100 out of like 10,000. And I had to look this up to figure out where I was because I've been like ranked top quite a few times because I've been on the site for so long. So anyways, so after that, I had a client recently say that, and this is a problem I hear from many clients. They'll come to me after they book maybe like 1 to 2 other guys and get scammed. So there are a lot of people out there with fake portfolios. If the person doesn't have very many reviews and you can't even confirm if they did the work or not, or if the work looks like it's like from some Pixar movie or something like that, they obviously didn't do it. But a lot of people, they don't really understand how animation works. They think it's like cheaper than filming, which often it's not, and they think that it can be done like they think like I had one client send me Coco Melon and think that like, oh, can this be done for like $100 because it looks so like it doesn't look like Avatar. It's very like low poly. And I said to him, I said, yo, like Coco Melon probably has a staff of like 200 people. Like, people just the average person just doesn't really understand what it takes to actually do professional animation, which I get. So yeah, so after that, so look through their reviews, look at their seller level, see how many actual completed orders they have. Like I'd probably work with at least maybe 10 to 20. Like some of these guys have like 1 to 2 and you're booking them. And another thing with price is that you kind of get what you pay for. There's a lot of people on there, I think they need to crack down on this on the website, but there's a lot of people on there who are just like flipping services to other people. So like they get the booking and then they flip it to someone else. So you're not even like hiring that person. They're just middlemaning you. So you need to watch out for that. So try to find vendors with like legit reviews, at least like 10 delivered orders. Make sure they did the portfolio, send them for more examples, and like you need to confirm that it's theirs, like not just being sent by somebody else. Another thing too is that on here you really get what you pay for. Like if you want like decent, like kind of like US level, some people even want that presidential white glove service, man. Like if you want like good customer service, and I feel like most Americans have a very high standard for customer service, you need to pay sometimes US rates to get that. Like sometimes if you want to go overseas and try to save a bit of money or whatever, they're typically not going to give you the same level of customer service. Like you book like a US vendor, they're going to pick up the phone, they're going to be on time about things, they're going to hit your deadlines. They might cost more money, but in the long run they're probably saving you money because you're not going to have to like have anything go wrong really. There's more accountability. Like if they don't hand stuff in, you can like charge back or even sue them if they're in like the US or whatever, right? If it's overseas, like I've heard people, they wired like 10K to someone overseas and they never saw it back. Like, like there's no recourse. When you need to fly over there and chase them for it, you probably can't do that. They have a different court system, right? So, be prepared to get what you pay for. If you paid like $100 for something, like and the person outsources to somebody else for another $50, like, the average rate for animation in the U.S. is $70 an hour, like USD. Like that's like the average rate, like starting there, and it goes higher. It's a technical skill. It's not super cheap. It's not the most expensive thing in the world. I'm sure like lawyers can charge $300 an hour, but like it costs what it costs. People have to go to school for this. People go into debt to go to animation school to come out. Like people need to earn a living to do this technical skill, so don't expect it to cost nothing. And yeah, how do you find better talent? Go through their portfolios, like confirm that they actually did it. Ask them for examples. Have a consultation with them. There's like a function on there to get like a Zoom consultation. Actually speak to them. Like I've done this for like years now. So like when I speak to clients on there, a lot of them don't understand the process of animation because this is not like a studio website. If you work with studio level clients, everybody coming in there probably knows what they're doing. But like everyone here, this is probably their first time doing animation. You might need to explain a lot of things to them. You got to walk them through the process. Make sure your vendor can walk you through the process. Like I have like diagrams and everything where I show the clients how the software works and stuff like that. Like if your vendor can't explain that to you, they might not even know. They might just be outsourcing to somebody else. Yeah, look at their examples, read the reviews, just to do your research, and don't just like. I had one client recently, like they booked 10 people before me, and they kept just paying like $20 at a time, seeing if they could get someone else to do it. I obviously charge a lot more than that because I'm actually doing my job properly. Then when they finally arrived at me, I'm charging significantly more, but I'm not scamming them. I'm not wasting their time. I'm actually doing the job properly, and that takes time on my part. Like even just like the software and everything I have to pay for to do this job properly, that's not free. Like these companies need to get paid as well too, so they can continue to give us software to do our jobs properly, right? So yeah, just like do your homework on Fiverr, and then maybe this website can have like a better reputation for being more legit. Like like 'cause for a long time it was a $5 logo website for a long time, and now they're trying to like sort of upscale the quality of vendors on the site, and I'm glad they're doing that. But sellers also not need to come on there with more realistic expectations. Like everyone coming on there, I think, has a they have like a really small budget and they're trying to get it done. And sometimes that's okay, but like I don't know. Like if you want to get anything done properly, you need to be realistic about it. I had a client the other day come in with this huge commercial and he's like, "What can I get done for like $300?" And I'm just like, dude, like that commercial might take someone like over 160 hours, dude. Like that's a and you need it at that level too to present to your clients. Like you can't just have like sort of like a rinky dink video. So yeah, if you're on there too, like be prepared to spend money. Like you get what you pay for. So that's really important. And yeah, and that's sort of my tips for Fiverr. I just felt like I needed to make a video about this so people know. Thank you. See you guys.